Hi everybody, this is Cub Lewis from Brunswick Martial Arts Institute in Brunswick, Maine, and right now I'm actually in Pittsburgh, it's spelled with two P's. It's where I live. I live about 15 miles from my karate school, and I thought I'd spend a little bit of time with you, and I'll have you look around where I live here. I know I have to mow the lawn because it's been raining here for about 2 weeks. Anyway, it's very peaceful down here. The ocean is over this way. I live right across from the ocean. And I just have a lot of apple trees. I also live on a 2.5 to 3 acre pond. There is fish in here. There is some beavers in here. And let's go over here where I can sit down. There's my little dinghy there. I take my grandson out and we go fishing. And like I said, it's very peaceful here. I love it here. And I said, I'm about 15 miles from my karate school. Anyway, like I said, I thought I'd spend a little bit of time with you here. Actually, I got 3 beavers in this pond, and we've gained a friendship, so they come out and they kind of walk up towards me, and they play around, and it's pretty cool to watch them. Anyway, I have been, God has blessed me with a lot of good friends over the years, and one of them, of course, is Uncle Jim Mayer, who plays for Jimmy Buffett, and he's been with Jimmy Buffett for quite a few years, and he actually sent me a letter today. And I know everything's upside down on this. I have no idea. And I haven't opened it yet. And I'm sorry, ladies, but I crossed out his address and because I can't have everybody bothering him or anything. But like I said, I have been blessed with a lot of great friends. And one of them is Master Ed Signs. He's been a really great friend of mine. And also Master John Presti out of New York City. Those two have always been there for me. And I've got some other friends out there. David, Sensei David, who's in Woolwich, has been a really good friend of mine also in Woolwich, Maine. And also Steve Giroux from Boston, Massachusetts, who is also part of UFAF, Uniting Fighting Arts Federation, which is Mr. Norris's organization. And I also got word today that one of my school will be also one of the schools in UFAF, which I'm really excited about. And like I said, I wanted to spend some time with you. And like I said, God has blessed me with some great friends, but it hasn't always been that way. As some of you may know, I'm an alcoholic and recovering. Of course, I haven't drank in 26 years, and through the 70s and 80s, and actually 1987 is when I quit, March 4th to be exact. When I quit, I was in a coma for about four days, so I really had a bad drinking problem. And, but at the same time, I was still teaching at that time. I never taught martial arts and drank. It was always afterwards. And I guess you want to know, why am I telling you this? Well, like I said, I've been blessed with some great friends. I have a beautiful home. I have many things to be thankful for, especially in my life, because my life could have been taken away from me like that. And it almost was. I remember they called in my family, even back in 1981, they called my family in from Florida because they thought I was going to die then because I had something wrong with me as far as my liver was concerned. And it wasn't from the alcohol. It was actually from an unknown bacteria from the Agent Orange. I said most of my life was, due to post-traumatic stress disorder, which they diagnosed me in 1983. I had no idea what PTSD was. I just knew that my life was out of control, and very out of control. I wasn't a violent man at all. I just drank a lot, and I moved around a lot. I moved here and there. I've been to Florida, I don't know how many times. I've been to North Carolina, went back to Fort Bragg. And the reason I went back to Fort Bragg is I figured, well, if they can't accept me here, I'll go back to Fort Bragg where I can be around other Vietnam and other veterans that understand me and what I'm going through, and I don't have to explain myself. Anyway, I was never really open to anybody or anything. It took me a long time to open up to anybody about my problems. And being said, like I said, I'm going to be opening this in a minute because I haven't opened it yet. And I guess what I'm getting at with everybody out there is that you have PTSD or depression, anxiety disorders, which goes along with the PTSD, and depression, which also goes along with the post-traumatic stress disorder. There is help out there if you want the help. And, funny thing about PTSD, it takes, it doesn't give, it takes. And it takes from you, it takes your identity and who you are. It takes your job. It's as bad as alcoholism. It can be if you let it. But the idea is you don't let it. You don't let it win. What you do is you get out of your house and you go out and you live life. And you do that one step at a time. You know, it took me a long time. I was in a house for weeks sometimes without going out. You know, you have to get out, and you do it one step at a time, 1 hour at a time, and then 1 week and 1 month. And before you know it, it's years. And you find yourself traveling like I do now. It's nothing to get on a plane and go somewhere, but it wasn't always like that for me. Like I said, back in the 80s and 90s. Like I said, God has blessed me with a lot of good things. Anyway, I'm going to open this and see what he sent me. So, wow, Jim, what did you use for glue? So, let's find out what's in here. I'm kind of excited about this. Good. It says, thank you. I know it's backwards in this thing, but it says, thank you. And I don't know what this check is, and I don't even know why. And like I said, I just opened it. It says, Dear Cub, thank you for all you do, and have small gestures of done to build strong. I'm trying to read this right here. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time reading. Please accept my... Okay, thank you for all you do, I'm sorry, and have done to build strong and confident young youths, and to support the cause of I am for you. Okay, which is what he does. Like I said, I'm sorry, I was reading this thing, and I should have read it down instead of across. I apologize. The fact is, you live, I am for you. And have given so much to so many, and cannot be measured. Please accept my small gesture of appreciation, and allow me to have you and your friends as my guests at the Buffett Show, Boston, this year. You are an honor to work with, Cub. With gratitude, Uncle Jim. Wow. You know, I usually don't get emotional. This man sent me $425. I don't know what to say, except thank you, and God bless you, and take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye now.